Alright, we are back for round 2 on the play with a pretty decent hand. I'm gonna lead with Arid Mesa just because it gives less information to my opponent, which might think that I'm playing base red beatdown deck or something like that. No reason to show them that I'm playing blue yet, especially when I could play a mountain next turn, and then they might play a counter spell, a good spell thinking that the coast is clear, but then I reveal a volcanic island days. And if they play something too crazy like a Sol Ring right here, I could also end up dazing right away, which is not my favorite thing to do, but that I might have to do. The opponent has been taking a lot of time before they came to play, and here they are taking a lot of time during the upkeep, so I'm not sure what's going on. Um, Hopefully they will not take like that much time each time, between each upkeep, otherwise it's gonna be super annoying. So, yeah, looks like we are playing the green ram deck. We didn't see any 1 mana elf, I think, during the draft, so yeah, it's probably the one who got them all. Days should be kinda decent. I'm slightly worried though because my hand is not that fast, and Schwentel tend to be fairly risky against green player because they are also playing things like Woodfall Primus and maybe Terrastodon and stuff like that. So sometimes it's kind of risky. A lot of Scabra. I think I will counter that. Since my opponent did not play a land first, and I can hardcast a Daze, will I think slow them down quite a lot, especially if they have some fetches in hand. I think it's good enough. Also, if they have the Logic Cobra around, it's likely that my Daze is gonna be pretty bad. So I think it's worth it. Here I'm gonna evoke that, and hopefully my opponent doesn't start to do too crazy thing next. And like if they have a natural order, I think I lose. But it's like, yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that. Impulse Remand was pretty good top deck though. It means next turn hopefully I can remand something, slow them down a bit, Impulse for something that I need, and then maybe Confluence something. If they just attack here, I'm fine. Like it's nothing. Everything that's not a natural order is gonna be fine with me at that point. Okay, so I have my fifth land, which is really nice for if I were to draw my, to get my what's the name of that card? Um, Sneak attack. My through the breach or something like that. Raging Ravine attacking. All right. Alban's going deep. I'm gonna impulse. That's an interesting move. If I draw Schwentel, I could also Schwentel Kozilek with Riemann backup. I got Venser here as the best option. Not my favorite. Can this actually bounce? This is creature, so I can bounce a Raging Ravine. Not bad. Tinker is not looking particularly good here. I'm gonna pick Venser and take my. Wow, this is gonna be 5 damage. Yeah, I haven't choose the beatdown plan. I think it's fine with me. If they do the same thing next turn, I can Venser slash. Yeah, I can Venser the land, maybe eat an elf, and that's gonna be pretty much a blowout. Otherwise, I have the Confluence available, and I'm not like under that much pressure right now. Phantasm Image is not a bad one at all, especially if I could reach 7 mana and just fire off a Kozilek then beat down. That seems sweet. All right, I like that. I like that. I like my opponent doing that. It's just very good for me. It's gonna be pretty huge blowout here, I think. Yeah. Could also have bounced all creatures with Mystic Confluence and just turn back my opponent to the Stone Age. But here it's still very good. Like, I remove a 2 counter from the Ravine. I eat an elf for free. It's just pretty good for me. And they have a tree speaker in the back. Ooh, Chandra. Chandra is nice. I think what I'm gonna do is Phantasmal Image my own Venter, bouncing the tree speaker. And attack for 2. Oh, Venter is legendary though. That's probably a misplay. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, honestly. I want to keep that one, actually. Yeah, that was not the right move to make, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I kinda, yeah. Yeah. I think it's still kinda fine because I slow down my opponent a decent amount here. Not sure, it was probably not worth it though. Yeah. Feels like I'm really well set up for that game though. Counterspells are just amazing against the green deck. If you just have the opportunity to play your counterspell before they can actually start doing some good stuff, you will be in a good spot. Oh, they have the natural order. Well, Remand is really good against that, so that's nice. Glad they did not draw that earlier on, otherwise it would have been pretty troublesome for me. Sphinx seems like a good one here, but don't really have any way to have that hitting the battlefield yet. Force of Will. Well, that's good because I have a pretty free thing to sacrifice here, which is nice. I mean, to pitch to the Force of Will. If my opponent chooses to attack with Raging Ravine again, it's fine. I would bounce both creature and draw a card and just, you know, pretty much yeah, just really slow them down. And at some point I will eventually draw my 6th land, and then I can start playing Chandra and apply a lot of pressure on the opponent, while still having the Force of Will backup for natural order, so it's like fine with me. And if they natural order here, I can Mystic Confluence for 3 and draw 2 cards and still have the Force of Will in the back. Okay, fine. I don't mind them spending mana on that. If they are... Yeah, okay, so they are doing that, that's why. Because if you natural order, you should just do it right away, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Bouncing this and that. And drawing 1 card. Again, denying a lot of tempo to my opponent. I guess I can recast the 3 speaker, but still that's... They pretty much spent a... ooh, Mystical Tutor. So I could Schwentel a Sphinx of the Steelwind. Kinda wanna keep that around to use with what's the name of the card? Holy crap. Through the breach though. Just feels like I'm in a really good spot, and by Schwenteling something from my opponent, I could really go. It could really go bad for me, so might as well wait. And I have some other threats. And hopefully I can draw that 6th land at some point. Ooh, Emrakul was a good one. Okay. So now I'm probably beating down with Defensor. And Emrakul is actually lethal, unless they chump block here. So, well, yeah, I just have to fetch my sneak attack and it's gonna be game. Managed to slow down my opponent for enough time that now I just have the kill. Which is, you know, it's pretty much what my deck is trying to do. Just play a bit of control, play some removal, some counterspell, try to slow down the opponent, and then randomly wins just with 1 spell. So yeah, strategy worked out fine here. Thing is, I will not be really able to cast Force of Will here if I need to, just because I want to cast Mystical Tutor and have 5 mana for the lethal through the breach. So if my opponent natural order, I'm gonna, you know, pitch Sphinx of the Steelwind, which, you know, doesn't do anything anyway, so it's fine. Sphinx looks like a good one in this matchup though, since my opponent is playing red-green, obviously. Heartbeat of Spring. So you are giving me a lot of mana. Sure, I can beat that. Natural order, I guess. Yeah. So now I can actually hardcast the Force of Will. And again, sneak attack is, through the bridge is gonna be lethal. Alright, good. And yup, that should be it. Yeah, the opponent just conceded. Alright, worked out fine. Nice. So red-green ramp. Yeah, red-green ramp, basically. Alright. This is a kind of deck where having a bit more burn could be good. Not sure about the Grim Lava Lancer, but Lightning Strike seems good. Since Sphinx is such a great card in this matchup, I think Tinker is actually pretty appealing. Schwentel is kind of risky. I still think I want that in the deck, though. My opponent did not show any artifact. Geocast by Termage not looking good. Maybe Grim could be fine. I think I want the Lightning Strike. Other than that, probably nothing. The question is, what am I cutting? I think if I can get an artifact in this matchup, it's always going to be Sphinx. And Sundering Titan is pretty mediocre against Ram deck because they actually have also a way to get mana. And destroying their land and some of your land is sometimes more painful for you than for them. Also, they have often some cards that destroy an artifact or enchantment entering the battlefield, like, Freyalis. Well, Freyalis is Planeswalker, but, there's the Reclamation Sage, Conclave Naturalist, Indrik Stomp Howler, and this is gonna die, and I think it's gonna actually be more hurtful to you than for your opponent, so I don't think it's good in this matchup, where Sphinx is gonna shine. And maybe the Grim could be an option. I'm not sure that I want that, though, so probably just gonna submit and we'll go with that. Sounds fine. They do have natural order though. So if my opponent has a fairly fast start here and I don't have my Force of Will, it could be, yeah, it's gonna be hurtful obviously. Since, natural order is quite broken. But I have some broken starts too. I mean, I could turn 2 Sphinx of the Steelwind. I don't think my opponent deck can really beat that very well. Because basically the Sphinx is pro everything, it's unraceable. So yeah. I have a few starts that completely destroy them. Okay, that hand seems good enough. I have turn 1 Chain Lightning to slow them down, then Phantasmal Image to maybe... I don't know, I can copy an elf, so I have a bit of acceleration and I can through the bridge earlier on. Through the bridge is obviously pretty good. Don't want to get wastelanded next turn, so I'm just gonna lead with Mountain. Maybe I should have led with Island to maybe represent Daze. But since I have the Chain Lightning, I don't think it matters too much actually. Copying the Lotus Cobra is kinda appealing, but if I let that live one turn, they can just natural order next turn and I could lose. And they had a fetch, so I think countering the thing was pretty important here. I'm still very worried about natural order. That card is just a bit too strong. They don't have any green creature yet though, which is good for me. Drawing Mystic Confluence is not bad. Worst come to worst, I can through the bridge an Inferno Titan. I mean, it's a play that gives me... Oh, they are playing black too, interesting. That's a very slow start for my open deck. I assume that they want to do some better thing than just not doing anything. But I guess you have 2 lands, Lotus Cobra and 2 fetch, and some really casty creature. Looks like a pretty good draw, but then if the Cobra dies, suddenly it's a bit worse. So if they don't cast something 2-seed right now, I think we should be good, because after that I have Confluence into Titan, through the breach is enabled, and yeah, looks kinda solid to me. Also double Inferno Titan of the Phantasmal Image should be quite lethal. So yeah, the opponent, it seems like they keep a hand that was based on Cobra to be good, and since I countered the Cobra, it kind of wrecked them. But if they got something good here, it could be annoying. Garruk is beatable. I think Titan deals with Garruk fairly efficiently. It's pretty annoying though, not gonna lie. Just gonna make a stream of 2-2. Finron Elves. Okay, well, again, the Inferno Titan should be fairly good at dealing with that. Ooh, Mox Ruby. Well, that's great. That's just great. It means I cannot Mystic Confluence something and I tap out, but I think that's still very good. I think I want to get rid of the... Well, I guess if they have Natural Order, they can actually make a token and sacrifice it either way, so it doesn't really matter. So maybe I should just get rid of Karuk. It's kind of close. I think I'm gonna get rid of Karuk actually. Yeah, can I undo that? Yeah. Okay. Because whatever I end up doing, my opponent is gonna be able to cast Natural Order if they have that. So I don't think there's any point in trying to kill both creatures. And the Planeswalker is more threatening. Yeah, if I kill 2 creatures, they make a wolf, sacrifice it to Natural Order. So all in all, it's the same. The thing is, currently, Crater Hoof Behemoth doesn't kill me. I would most likely beat I mean, it would be annoying, but I can beat what's the name of that card? Woodfall Primus. It's not like doing match right here. So yeah, it feels like, you know, it's not the worst spot to be in for me. A Progenitus would... Yeah, Progenitus would do it. I guess I can copy the Progenitus though and kill... Maybe kill my opponent before they can kill me. I could Through the Breach, Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I have some options in hand, so... Natural Order Progenitus is gonna be fairly hard to beat though. Primal Command that... Fetching a creature card. Well, that's clearly in the realm of things I can beat. Especially since I'll have the Mystic Confluence for whatever creature they want to fetch here next turn. Maybe a Necrotal or a Shriekmaw to kill my Titan. If they have... I think they did not play a land, so if they get a Shriekmaw, play a land, evoke the Shriekmaw, kill the Titan, then I don't actually have match going on, but... Ooh, Progenitus. What? Oh, they have Eureka? That's the only card I can think about that would make sense. Okay, so they have Eureka. Eureka is not great against me because, you know, look at my deck, look at Eureka, and then, yeah, it's not looking great. Thing is, I cannot cast Phantasmal Image, but I think it's fine. And I don't... Do I have a kill if I Through the Breach? No, not really, not yet. Next turn I have a kill, though. Because here, my opponent's gonna take 7. Yeah, next turn, Through the Breach, Phantasmal Image is gonna be lethal. I mean, the Titan is lethal on its own, actually. So I think Mystic Confluence should give us the win. I think they have Eureka, and that's what they want to be doing. But even if they resolve it, I think I can beat the Progenitus. But since my opponent, yeah, they just conceded to me leaving 5 mana available. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, so game one worked out fairly well. I mean, we dealt with a pretty good draw with our stuff and counterspell here. You know, I think they wanted to Lotus Cobra and do crazy stuff, but we just had the Removal, so worked out well. Hope you guys enjoyed the match, and I see you for the final.